Anthony Joshua yẹn kó lè bọ́lẹ̀. Na Joshua kó sílẹ̀kùn kó lè bọ́lẹ̀. Anthony Joshua ni. Anthony ni.
Anthony Joshua almost dead. Those words sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Early Monday morning, reports out of Nigeria claimed the two-time heavyweight champion, just weeks removed from his explosive win over Jake Paul, had been involved in a horrific car crash. 2 people were confirmed dead at the scene, turning celebration into sudden fear.
Oh, Ben.
Joshua survived against the odds. While details are still unfolding, what's known as chilling. The crash happened in broad daylight on one of Nigeria's busiest highways. A Lexus SUV carrying the British superstar slammed head-on into a stationary truck. In seconds, joy turned into tragedy. Fans worldwide flooded social media in disbelief. This was supposed to be the year of AJ's comeback. Instead, headlines felt like an obituary waiting to be written.
This is breaking right now. Apparently, British heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua was involved in a serious car crash on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Ogun State, Nigeria near Sagamu on December 29th of 2025.
So what really happened that morning on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway? How close did Anthony Joshua come to losing everything? His career, his legacy, his life. It unfolded around 11 a.m. near Sagamu in Ogun State. According to Nigeria's Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC), Joshua was one of 5 men traveling in a black Lexus Jeep when disaster struck. Reports confirmed the vehicle collided with a stationary red truck. The impact was so violent that witnesses described a thunderous blast followed by silence.
Anthony Joshua moto get accident
When rescuers arrived, the scene was grim. 2 people dead, 1 severely injured, and Joshua barely conscious, but alive. The FRSC statement was stark. 5 adult males were involved. 2 lost their lives. 1 sustained injuries. 2 escaped unharmed. Anthony Joshua was rescued alive with minor injuries. Witnesses say locals pulled him from the back seat before emergency crews arrived. He was rushed to a nearby hospital. Physically minor injuries, but psychologically, the weight of witnessing death just feet away was far heavier. The crash site was chaotic and haunting. The luxury Lexus was reduced to twisted metal and shattered glass. Traffic froze for hours as hundreds gathered, sirens slicing through the humid air. Videos spread within minutes. Shaky phone footage showing Joshua being helped from the wreck, dazed but breathing. His white shirt coated in dust, his movements slow, eyes confused. Hours earlier, he'd posted clips laughing with friends, playing table tennis, joking about his next fight. He looked carefree, alive. Then suddenly, screams and mangled steel. Locals described the scene as surreal, people rushing in, flagging down cars, breaking windows to free the trapped. The FRSC confirmed officers arrived within 3 minutes of notification, a response that may have saved Joshua's life. While the investigation continues, a preliminary report suggested the Lexus was traveling above the legal speed limit during an overtaking maneuver.
Hello. On the back,
According to officials, the driver may have lost control while attempting to pass another vehicle, veering off and slamming into the stationary truck. Witnesses backed that account, saying the SUV appeared to be moving fast before it swerved and crumpled on impact. Authorities called the crash avoidable, citing insufficient visibility and clearance during the overtake. Who was driving remains unconfirmed, adding to the mystery. What's undeniable is the devastation, and the miracle. If that truck was 1 meter closer, a bystander said, we wouldn't be talking about survival. We'd be talking about legacy. In the moments before impact, Joshua wasn't driving. He was seated behind the driver, reportedly on his phone, chatting with a friend. Another passenger sat beside him. A fourth occupied the front seat. A black Prado security SUV followed behind, a detail that may have saved his life. The front seats absorbed the worst of the crash. By the time security arrived, 2 men were already gone. Joshua and another survivor were trapped in the rear, surrounded by smoke and shattered glass. Witnesses recalled people shouting his name, smashing windows, pulling him free. One local said Joshua whispered, "Are they okay?" He wasn't thinking about himself. When news reached his family, the shock was immediate. A relative told the BBC, "We were expecting him home for the new year. We're praying for him and for the families of those who died. May their souls rest in peace." For the family, this wasn't a headline, it was nearly everything. As the news spread, the boxing world fell silent. Anthony Joshua accident trended globally. Hashtag Pray for AJ flooded social media. Fans shared old clips and interviews, stunned that tragedy struck just weeks after his comeback win. Eddie Hearn on Holiday said, "I woke up to this news. We're trying to contact Anthony. We don't want to speculate. Thankfully he appears okay." That word, thankfully, echoed everywhere. Fighters across rivalries sent support. Even Jake Paul tweeted, "Glad you're safe, champ." For a moment, boxing united around one truth: a miracle occurred. But another question loomed: what happens next?
Could do with a fight that's going to prepare us for Tyson Fury. It's quite a difficult thing to do style-wise. Because Fury's going to fight, right? So he's going to fight in April. So we don't want to sit out till September.
Why not scrap that fight? Why not try to come together and say, let's do Fury AJ in April?
We do that. I don't mind doing that, but I don't think Tyson Fury will take the fight straight off the bat.
Only weeks earlier, Joshua had reignited belief with a decisive win over Jake Paul, drawing record views and reviving his redemption arc. Plans were already in motion. A spring return, possibly a mega fight with Tyson Fury later in the year. Eddie Hearn had confirmed talks were active before the crash. Now the question isn't who he fights next, but whether he fights at all this spring. Doctors say his injuries are minor, but emotionally, this cut deeper than any punch. This was survival. The FRSC issued condolences and confirmed the crash was tragic and avoidable, with speed and overtaking likely factors. Joshua remains stable, alert, and grateful to the strangers who saved him. Quiet, reflective, shaken. 2 lives were lost, and he knows he was inches from being the third. Anthony Joshua almost died, but lived to tell a story that may redefine him, not just as a boxer but as a man. Will this change his mindset, or make him even more dangerous? Let us know your thoughts. Subscribe to Knockout Updates for the latest boxing news, and we'll see you next time. Peace.